Hey guys, Tom from Vintage Thread Gems here. We're part-time resellers focused on vintage clothing and new clothing, selling on eBay, Etsy, and Poshmark. Whole point of this channel is to try and share helpful tips without the BS and trying to avoid all the clickbaity stuff and everything like that. So some of you may find it a little dull. Hopefully not. We're just trying to get straightforward information in a straightforward way. So you'd think it's pro editing skills. Really, I just recorded on my phone and didn't think to put it in a landscape. So I was forced to use a new video editor, and now I will be next to another video, hopefully, if I can make this thing work. So just going to talk through our setup, where we store things, how we move them around. We're in an 800 square foot apartment with 5 cats. Why did I just cough down the microphone? Who knows? So anyway, space is at a premium, but we store about, I think, 750 items, and we're going to try and get up to about 1,000. So I'm just going to show you how we essentially photograph and how that setup works, and just generally how we try and make the most of space. There'll be more parts to this where we'll then look at what information we store in spreadsheets, our inventory system, and all of that stuff. But this will get us going for today. So first things first, we get all our clothes ready for processing. Anything new gets put on this table. And then the left-hand side is things that Lindsay processes. The right-hand side are things that I flat lay. Below that, we've got all of our shipping supplies, so that when we post, we can do that. We've also got within that, I think I'm just playing about with the camera here, these drawers which have all our mailing bags, and the bottom one has ties in for some reason because we need to send them. So that's how we kind of set up and store. So our setup is actually just a piece of plywood with a bit of kind of canvas over the top, and we clip it on and then we lay that over the bed. 2 lights from Amazon. Left-hand side is the pile of things that have been processed and are ready to photograph. Right-hand side is the bags, the inventory number, and the thank you cards that we have, along with scissors and lint rollers to tidy stuff up. My computer's right behind me where I can input measurements and weight, and then we've got the scale there as well. So the actual board we got from Home Depot or something like that, and then I think Joanne's had this like fabric Daily Refinement did a thing on a video on where he gets the fabric from. But basically, I'll just do a quick flat lay photo. Lindsay will take photos by a natural light window. When she's doing things that she's actually wearing, things that we sell high ticket. But in this case, I'll just get the photos in, fold it up, and then put one of our thank you cards on there, put them in a bag, get some of the air out so it stores better. And then again, we'll put an inventory sticker on that. I'll weigh it, put that in the spreadsheet along with the inventory number so that we can assign it a box later. And that is done. Just a few examples of photos are going to be popping up here, I think, or there somewhere. We use Photo Room to edit them, the flat lays at least, and tend to like to do a zoom out, close up to show the material. We'll then also obviously show any labels, any flaws as well. That will all be highlighted front and back. Obviously, I'll have lint rolled this before it gets listed as well. And so we're just trying to give as many angles as we can. And then what we'll do is I'll also take a photo of it in the inventory system as well. So when I pop that photo up somewhere, you'll see we created a thank you card. We've got a one of those scan codes. I can't remember what it's called now. One of the things you can scan on your phone, and that takes them to our Instagram page. But in theory, we could send them anywhere. We could send them to eBay to leave feedback. We could send them somewhere else. On the back of the card, there's then instructions on looking after certain materials. So Lindsay was always getting upset when she would find like wool sweaters that have been ruined because of how they were washed, and we find these lovely cashmere pieces that were lovely and then someone washed them wrong and now they're all matted and horrible. So that's just a bit of a personal vendetta. So there's all these care instructions for looking after wool and cashmere and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the final product before it goes into inventory, and then it will just get assigned a bin. So it's going to get a a bin number, and then this inventory item would be, for instance, B2209, so that when it sells, all we do is grab it, put it in a bag, and we are good to go, and that saves us a ton of time on postage. So that's it. That's our general storage photograph setup. All of that then gets tucked away, so like the board will come off the bed and just stand against a wall. And again, we're pretty limited on space, so even with that, we're able to shift a good amount of stock and store a good amount. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next one.